stop complaining about men having audacity when you calling they medium ugly. The problem is y'all keep letting ugly men have confidence. We need to go back to shaming ugly men. That's why so many gargoyles and monsters in the club holding up the sections, holding up the space, looking scary, rawr. Because y'all keep calling them medium ugly. Y'all keep calling short niggas handsome kings. You need to call these niggas what the they is. You're hideous. Your hairline is very strange. The size of your head is not proportionate to your body. You have a bird chest. Your arms is too skinny. Why you be in the gym and your legs are skinny? We need to start calling them the out. They don't hesitate to tell what they don't like about us. They don't like our hair. They don't like our edges. They don't like our lashes. They don't like our birthday makeup. They got everything to say. And then y'all be over here, oh, he's just medium ugly. I mean, he's all right. He got money. Y'all be letting them think the money, the Casablanca shirts and the Mary jeans is a up. And that's what they be playing with y'all. Oh, they got audacity. You gave them the audacity. Y'all stop calling niggas ugly. I don't know what the happened. Medium ugly. I wish I would give some grace. Hideous ass.
So it's about that time. And of course, I'm talking about for another interesting looking woman to get online and call the population of men available ugly. Now, this is like video number 15 I've done. Guys, at one point, this is how delusional the chicks that say this type of stuff are. At one point, I remember covering one specific lady, and she got on camera, said the exact same thing of like, men are so ugly, this is that, and she was getting flamed. Oh yeah, and we're about to check out some responses to this video too. All I did was play her video, make a reaction to it. You guys know typically when it comes to this particular type of video, I just, I let you guys brew. I ask you guys what you think. And she tried to like report the video for some type of harassment. And I was blown away. I was blown away. And I bet you this chick right here probably feels some type of way of how people are going to respond. Now, if we go in the comment section here, they're here laughing. Yeah, men are so ugly. Oh my gosh. Ha 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 ha. And then people started responding.
Ugly men have confidence. We need to go back to shaming ugly men.
Yo, you gotta watch that. You can't just throw around the ugly word like
You not part of the community.
what the are we talking about? Then she has a problem with ugly niggas having confidence. Niggas can't have confidence because you think they ugly. Ma'am,
I'm pretty sure 98% niggas don't.
find you attractive. You look like that hippo off Madagascar. What the
Ugly men.
Shots fired. Hippo of Madagascar. Okay. Yeah, that's hilarious. This here is the hippo of Madagascar. Yo, that's funny. What else do we have here? We're going to check out some responses here. Let's read a few comments. Top comment here reads, Ref, she's tackling her teammates. Funny. Don't even do Gloria like that. That's hilarious. That's the character's name who he was referencing from Madagascar. Somebody else here says 100 women versus accountability. Here's somebody else who says friendly fire. What the F? Somebody else here added it's always the fridge. Another person here says it's always the 2 out of 10s. They don't like this the other way around. I guarantee you every time they don't like this the other way around. Of course, though, what can you expect, right? Chances are, if you ask this woman and you ask her what would she rate herself. By the way, I haven't given her any rating. I just served the coffee here. I just served the coffee. But if you ask her where she would rate herself, I'll ask you, what do you think she would give herself as far as a rating? I'm looking at her. I'm like, I'm not even sure if she likes men, And then I stumbled on this video.
And as a man, if you saying bullshit and in my phone, why would you think the word love and hun will make me receive the bullshit better? Do you think you smarter than me? Do you think you smarter than me? Do you think that manipulation tactic is working? You silly. Men will say the most absolute bullshit. You'll tell them, oh, take me on a date. That nigga would say, oh, I don't have to take you on a date to be in your presence, ma. But I hear you, love. I will choke the love out your throat. Seriously. Like, who do you think you fooling? Like, they say love and hun, you gonna instantly fall. Like, oh, he's so romantic. Nigga, this is not 2013, bro.
One thing I'll say, though, and this is obviously proof that she actually dates men. at least she came on here without the caked up makeup. From what I see, without the caked up makeup. Because most times when a chick will get online and start dissing men for being ugly, the biggest factor that they seem to forget is that they can easily just go online and do their makeup and all of a sudden turn into a completely different person. I saw somebody else who was also talking about how our standards of beauty have really been impacted based on the fact that we spend a lot of time on social media and based on us comparing ourselves to people who use face filters and tweak their facial structures. You know, people use like Facetune and things like that. I think that's a pretty valid point. What I'm personally glad to see is more and more men are not afraid to call out a chick like this who's just being straight up delusional. I mean, there was a time when people would be like, oh my gosh, that's so mean. Have you ever thought of how she feels? And they're not thinking of how the men feel when they get online and make crazy statements like, men are so ugly. Unfortunately for modern women today, you will get checked.
We not 14, 15-year-old kids. Like, I need y'all to open the playbook and realize the fucking material is dated.
Let's read a few more comments here. I thought some of these were hella funny. Check out a few more. Somebody else who says, pot of greed, head ass. Somebody else who says, the call is coming from inside the house. Another person who says, ref, she's scoring own goals. If there's one thing I've really learned is most men are actually pretty kind. I don't think modern women realize just how kind men are. I think part of that kindness too was really set up by the patriarchy, which women thought by taking down would actually create a better environment. But with equality, you get the type of treatment that men usually typically give each other, right? Let me give you an example. When two male friends are really, really close, when two men have a great relationship, they typically are really honest with each other. Sometimes they'll even make fun of each other about things that are actually a problem. You know this. Close male friends roast each other and they're honest with each other to a level that they typically wouldn't be honest to women because women are highly emotional. And for a long time, I think there was this idea that, you know, you don't say that to a lady, or you don't treat a lady like that, or you don't tell a woman that it's not the dress that's making you look fat. You're actually fat. You don't say that because you want to spare her feelings. She's a woman, she's emotional, but no. We live in a society where women are like, hey, there's no difference between you and me. And now it's kind of like fair game. And also, not only have women said, hey, we're equal, so let's treat each other with mutual respect. No, they've gone a step further. They're like, we are equal and we're going to have generally a more nasty attitude towards men. And it's just not going to work out because men understand bitter truths about being a man. You understand. You're like, okay, I see my flaws and I accept them. A man looks in the mirror and he could say, all right, I've got a big nose, or I have a big head, or whatever it may be, right? He can say, I'm short. Okay, what am I going to do to work on this? Typically, when a woman looks at herself in the mirror, she's stuck on whatever she thinks is a deficiency. Usually then we'll try to blame other people for also recognizing that, right? This is also been seen in the body positivity movement. And if you can't accept beauty in all shapes and sizes, you're the enemy. In the end, I just think humility is important for everybody. Lastly, for my currently engaged men or soon to be married men who want a prenup but don't know where to start, we're talking about prenuptial agreements here. Head over to fathershaverights.com, where we've helped hundreds of men get educated on the first steps to take before you hire your attorney. Our guide has been valuable to many, many men. Appreciate you. See you next time. I'm out. Peace.